Well, this is Zach Black on MMA Meltdown, ESPN Radio. On the line, we've got Donald Cowboy Cerrone. What's going on, Cowboy? How are you doing this morning?
Doing good, brother.
Good, man. We got doing anything fun going on this summer? Doing any exciting wakeboarding?
Oh yeah, all the time. We were out yesterday riding around the boat.
Nice, man. So you fight Wednesday night, man. Rafael Dos Anjos. What's the word? You feeling pretty good? Put in a pretty good camp?
Oh yeah, camp went good, man. I felt great. Everything's going good. I don't really know what else to say about it other than that. Feel positive, excited for it.
How do you do? Because I see I follow you on Twitter. I follow you, wherever news pops up on you everywhere. How do you kind of split up your camp? Because it seems like you do a lot with Jackson, and he plays a influential role in terms of strategy and game plan. And then I know you spend tons of time in Colorado. How do you kind of work your camp? And then as of late, it seems like you've integrated kind of a different element with Brian Kane, who's kind of, in my opinion, I think that's a huge advantage for you. I don't know if you're still working with him, but I've recently seen some commentary from you.
Definitely here.
Yeah, rock on, man. So how do you kind of formulate your camp? Seems like you're a little bit unique in how you do it.
Yeah, just off the hip, man, to be honest with you. I don't know. Don't really, wherever I get going and go. I did a lot of it in Denver, but that has no reason why I wasn't in Albuquerque. I don't think the place where you do it matters. I just really just up there seeing my grandma, man, spend a lot of time with her, so that drives me to really do Colorado a lot, yeah, so.
Right now, how much of a role does your grandma play in the success of Donald Cerrone? I was watching an interview where she was talking to you and kind of shined light on the fact that you've come this far, and are you going to throw it all away now? How much of a role does she play on the success of the Cowboy?
Tremendous, man. She's always I listen to what she has to say a lot, and she is probably the biggest UFC fan in the whole world. She knows everyone's stats, everyone's backstory, everything. So it's like an encyclopedia of the UFC. You talk to her, so it's good.
now, how does it feel with so many different people we've talked to that have come over from like WEC, Strikeforce, various different entities, and some take forever to really get acclimated. It seems like kind of right out the gate you got acclimated with it. Is that even a factor in this whole deal, is fighting in the UFC, or it seems like you pretty immediately got comfortable with it? How do you feel going into this? Is anything you haven't experienced before?
Oh, no, and fighting on a Wednesday night, man, is what we do, WC days, brother, so it was Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel right at home, feeling good.
Now, you've got, between the WEC and the UFC, you've got 7 Fight of the Night bonuses. Going into the cage, Rafael Dos Anjos is your opponent. He's 19-6. We got you as 20-5, so very comparable in terms of experience. Is there anything that any threats he poses that you're uncomfortable with, or do you think you go into the fight with the clear advantage?
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with his fight and stuff. Nothing about him at all, to be honest with you. I didn't really research the guy up very much. It's really going out and fighting my fight and doing what I do. So don't really care what he brings. He's more worried about what I'm going to do.
Now, how big of an advantage do you see that being? Myself personally, I see like a level of confidence where you're not focused on what they're doing. I think a lot of times athletes kind of, they kind of let that get in their head, and it affects their game plan adversely. How big of an advantage is it for you just to be focusing on you?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I feel, man. I feel a lot of times you dwell on what they're going to do. Like, oh man, he throws a big overhand right, or oh he does this. So just going out there clear-minded and just knowing that I'm 100% ready and I'm going to execute my game plan. That's the key.
Sure. Now going into it, is there anything specific? Obviously you're known for lethal striking and kind of controlling the pace and the tempo. Are we going to see a little bit more of the same, or is there anything that you're going to do a little bit different now, deeper into your UFC career? What's kind of on a very brief level, obviously, we don't want to give away too much, but what's kind of strategy going in fight night? Just kind of do Donald, whatever happens.
Yeah, that's the only way I know how. They're not giving nothing away, so I'm coming to throw down, so that's about it.
Right. Now, I can't believe this isn't a main event fight. I'm reading about the matchups on the card. I mean, Campman Condon, that's a big fight, but I can't believe this isn't the main event. I mean, you got two guys that are very, very capable. I mean, I've always seen you as being inevitably, you know, that. I mean, to be honest with you, I see at some point you in a title fight and getting that belt wrapped around you. At this point, at this stage in your career, I mean, what does it feel to be a UFC fighter, to be a mixed martial artist? I mean, you've achieved a tremendous amount, yet are still very young in terms of where you're at martial arts wise. Who are we going to see come fight night?
It's awesome, man. You know, I love my job. I love what I do, and fight night, just don't blink, boys, don't blink.
I'm sure it's going to be fireworks, man. The thing I've always appreciated about you, it seems like so many different athletes, like they get there, and even people that are deep into their careers, it's almost like they haven't like fully taken ownership of that calling, that role that they play as a professional mixed martial artist. And it seems like you've always kind of, taken ownership of that. You've always seemed very comfortable being under that limelight and fighting on these big stages. I mean, do you think that that's something that Rafael Dos Anjos has ever experienced? It doesn't seem as if it does. And then, contingent upon that answer, how big of an advantage do you think it is for you to have been fighting under the limelight for so long, be so comfortable with it, and having kind of accepted, this lifestyle that you're so good at and dominating so well?
Again, whether he's ready or not, I don't know. I'm coming hard. So, but I feel like I said, I've been here. I don't know. I feel great, man. I feel comfortable. The lights, camera, action doesn't bother me as much anymore. Having all the media and doing everything. It's for new guys coming up and new guys, rising. I think it could drain them, but I'm used to it. It's what I do. It's fight week, and it's just part of the game.
Sure. Do you feel like going into a fight like this, I mean, you got to feel as if you've reached a stage where you're definitely one of those athletes that the fans at large are looking to. Do you have any interest in projecting what may happen after this matchup? Do you even care? Do you just kind of take it how it comes? Where do you see you going after this fight?
No, I definitely plan on getting through those Anjos, and then I believe going after whoever's sitting, number one, number two. Getting after it, man. I think I'm one fight away from a title fight, so get through this. And I'm not sure what they're doing with TJ Grant or what they're doing with Josh Thompson, but probably one of those guys are going to be next. And give it hell.
Right now, being a superstar in the biggest fight circuit in the universe, how does it feel? What does it mean to you to now be fighting on Fox Sports 1? It seems as if, in some sense, there is, that's indicative of the sport, very much going mainstream. From a fighter's perspective, what does that mean to you, if anything?
Like I said, where I fight doesn't matter, but it's cool be able to tell you, like, oh yeah, I'm on Fox. Be like, oh yeah, I get Fox, great, so free TV, let them have the opportunity to sit back on Wednesday night and watch the people throw down.
Any other matchups you're interested to see the outcomes on come Wednesday night?
To be honest with you, bro, I don't even know who else is fighting on this card. So.
I love it, man. I love it, bro. Hey, very much appreciate you taking the time to talk with us at MMA Meltdown. I know that you've got a crazy, crazy media schedule lined up. We know that there's tons of people in the Donald Cerrone business making the wheels turn and making it possible. Anybody you want to show some love to?
Yeah, man, just all the guys that are helping me get ready for this camp. I'm super excited about. I got Realtree. I want to thank them, Triumph United, the guys at Tap Out. Just helping me out and getting it done, man. I got a new sponsor, Bad Boy Buggy, so pumped with them and just ready to give it hell, bro.
Nice. And any last words for the fans?
Just keep tight and watch, brother.
Nice, man. Can I ask you for one last favor? Is it possible to get this is Donald Cerrone, and you're listening to MMA Meltdown on ESPN Radio.
This is Donald Cerrone. You listen to MMA Meltdown on MMA Radio. I think that was right. I don't know.
That'll work, man. Hey, I wish you the best of luck, brother. We'll be watching, rooting for you, and you get the dub. We'll get you back on to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Right on, brother. Enjoy your week, man.
Later.
Later.
This call has been recorded.